Gaza people, welcome to another edition of Farming Solomou Way. You've met Jackie from our previous video. She helps us here in the warehouse. Today, as promised, we're showing you how to make cowboy candy. We do our cowboy candy a bit different to everybody else because I like creating a revolution with your taste buds. After your taste buds have tasted my cowboy candy, I promise you, your taste buds will be on a revolution. So I'm going to take you step by step through everything, what we're going to do. First, what I like doing when we do our cowboy candy is I first start off with vinegar. What we do is I try and use 2 kilo brown sugar to a white vinegar. Okay, now what happens is a lot of people use white sugar. You do not use white sugar, you use brown sugar. Whenever you're cooking, you cook with brown sugar. Brown sugar it's got more of a malt, it's got more of a mature, sweeter taste, more of a malt taste. So for every 5 liter vinegar that we're going to put in, we're going to use 2 kilo sugar. So our first step is going to be putting in the vinegar and putting in the sugar. Putting it into the pot, starting to cook it up. That's going to be our first step. So how many are we doing? 8. 1, 2, down to 8. Okay. Right guys, what I've got here with the vinegar, what I add in with the vinegar is just plain iodized salt. So this is just plain table salt. So we're going to be doing 8 vinegars over here. So that's 40 liters of vinegar. So in other words, we're going to do 8 salt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, guys, the way I'm doing this recipe is so you guys can break it down. Now, we're doing 8 vinegars. So, in other words, 40 liters of vinegar. But what I'm teaching you in this recipe is you're going to use a 5 liter. So, you don't have to do it, if you want to do it at home, it's a 5 liter of vinegar to 1 teaspoon of sugar. To 2 kg sugar. You don't have to follow the recipe of 5. Everything I'm doing, remember, it's 8 vinegar, so if I'm using 8 teaspoons of salt, it's going to be 1 teaspoon if you're doing it at your house in a 10 liter pot. If I'm using 8 teaspoons of coriander, you're going to be using 1 teaspoon coriander. And so we go the recipe, it will be easy for you guys to work it out. Eight vinegars in, so we're going in with 8 sugars. So it's 1 vinegar to 1 sugar. So far in your mix is 1 5 liter sugar, 1 5 liter vinegar, 2 kg brown sugar, because you want that malt, you want the malt taste, you want that cowboy taste. So you want that cowboy taste. So the malt sugar is the best. Thank you, Jackie. So 8 vinegar, 8 sugar. And 8 teaspoons of salt. So it's 1, 1, 1 all the way. Okay, now we give it a good stir. As you see, it's quite solid on the bottom, so you need to, at this stage, you need to stir. Otherwise, it's going to get stuck to the bottom of your pot, and you don't want to crystallize your pot. So you need to give it a good stir, so you can get that sugar blended in with the vinegar. Okay, at this stage, I'm going to call Jackie, and I'm going to ask her to keep on stirring for us. As you can see, Jackie's stirring it well. She's got a nice uniformity of the vinegar and the sugar. It's not solidified, so there's not much chance of it crystallizing. So it's 100% and stirring well. We're just waiting for the vinegar to boil up. We just want it to bubble a little bit. As it starts bubbling, you'll see the little bubbles coming all over. As it starts bubbling, then you know your vinegar is good. You've reached about a temperature, so it starts bubbling, you've reached about a temperature of 240 degrees, you're good. At 240 degrees, your vinegar is good. Then we'll start adding everything in. I'll start adding some of the ingredients in right now. I'll show you guys as we go, and I'll add some of the ingredients after we've added in our jalapenos. Okay guys, now what we've got here is everything that's going to be added into this. To give it, now you must imagine the taste sensation that's going to come out of this. This is a revolution to your taste buds, what's happening here. You got ground pepper. I like the ground pepper instead of the peppercorns. Try use always black ground pepper. You've got turmeric. You've got coriander ground. Again, the coriander, I like using ground. Cinnamon, try not to use cinnamon sticks because they can't go in each bottle evenly. You want to distribute that nice cinnamon tang. So ground cinnamon, ground ginger, same thing. Don't use fresh ginger. Try go for ground ginger, and then whole cloves. But my whole cloves and mustard seeds is the last of my things. My mustard seeds, you can see, is a bit of a seed, and my cloves, I use whole cloves for this. So what I try to do is the second last spices that I put in after I'm ready to bottle, just before I'm ready to bottle, I'll put in my mustard seed and I'll put in my cloves. So the rest of my spices I'll put in now, but these 2 spices I'll put in right at the end because I want them to come on top of the jalapenos and mix in well with the jalapenos. So we're going to start with those now. You can see what we've done over here, guys. You can see how nice and firm our jalapenos are. What I want to show you here on the jalapeno, you can see the jalapeno starts to wrinkle a bit over there. I don't know if you can see those wrinkles there. I'm trying to zoom in as much as I can. Now that's when you know your jalapeno is right for picking. Once it starts wrinkling, you know that your jalapeno is not going to grow any bigger than this. If your jalapeno hasn't wrinkled like this one, we could have left this on the bush and it could have become that size. So, but the minute it starts wrinkling, you know it's time for it to come off the bush. So we've pre-cut all our jalapenos. We cut by hand. Better to cut by hand than try and put it through a machine. We cut by hand so you can get a nice even thickness to it. You put it through the machine. Some of it is cut in half. Some of it you're not getting nice circles out of it. What we do is, because it's a cowboy candy and we like it hot, we leave it with the pips on the inside. If you had to take the pips off from the outside, obviously you'd be reducing strength, but we like leaving the pips on the inside of this, and we like the strength well in it. So basically that's all it is your jalapenos in South Africa, or if you're overseas in America, your jalapenos. You guys know this as a jalapeno, not as a jalapeno. So yeah, this is our end product of our jalapenos, and soon we'll add our jalapenos into the mix. Okay guys, you can see it's starting, it's cooking nicely. Jackie, how's it going? How are you doing, Jackie?
I'm good, sir.
You're good. Stop stirring for 2 seconds. Let it just come out, and let's see what's happening here. Now we still need about a good 3-4 minutes on this. There's a little bit of a bubble here and there, but we're still far away from where we want to be. Okay, so Jackie, carry on. All right, now guys, I'm going to start in with first all the spices that I want to put. So remember guys, you're using at home 5 liters of vinegar, 2 kg brown sugar. Then you're using 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, that's what you're using in your 5 liter at home. I'm using 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Achoo! 6. That was far away from anything. Anyway, no sneeze, guys, just a joke. But yeah, you know pepper. Right, 8 peppers you got in. Next we got 8 turmeric. Turmeric gives a nice taste. And okay, next guys is turmeric. Turmeric, beautiful spice. Benefits of turmeric, I'm adding 8 of them. You're going to add in 1 teaspoon to your 5 liter. Benefits of turmeric, guys, very good for arthritis, very good for anyone who's got joint pains. Turmeric is wonderful. Also very good for your blood flow, high blood pressures. Turmeric is an ace for that. So this is actually a very healthy thing when you come to it. Okay, it's got a bit of malted sugar in it, but yeah, a little bit of sugar is also not too bad for a person if it's not overdone. What was that? 4, Jackie?
Yes.
Thank you. 4, 5. So turmeric, nice, adds to the taste and full of health benefits. Everything you're putting in here is also not only taste-wise but full of health benefits. You know, in the old days when our grandparents used to, whatever it was, a home remedy, it was done with herbs, it was done with spices, and the herbs and spices used to cure us. Well, guys, this is cowboy candy. This will cure a cowboy. If a cowboy gets sick, you can just try this, you'll get cured. Right, next step we put in, so we've got those in. Next we come in with coriander. Coriander also, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coriander also helps with your metabolism. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you must remember, guys, this is a very healthy snack, a healthy thing as well. It's expensive to make, very expensive to make. I mean, when you're pickling chilies, all you're doing is using a bit of vinegar and a bit of salt to pickle it. So this is actually a very expensive thing to do. But the health benefits to it and the taste sensation to it, as I say, this puts your taste buds on the taste revolution. You've got that bittersweet, like the Greeks call it. We've got an almond sweet. I don't know if you know the almond sweet. We call it a bittersweet. It's like the sweetness of the candy, and then you get to the middle, the bitterness of the almond. This is the same kind of effect. It's the bittersweet. But I promise you, this is just as healthy. Coriander, we come in with our cinnamon. Cinnamon again is another health food, master of everything. Good for your nervous system. Nothing better than cinnamon for your nervous system. Also good for, oh, smell that. Oh, and the sweetness. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you guys, 1 teaspoon of each. I'm using 8 teaspoons of each. But I'm using 8 teaspoons because 8 vinegar. You guys at home, 1 vinegar, 1 teaspoon. And last in my equation at the moment will be my ginger. Okay, my cloves I leave out for the moment, and my mustard seeds I leave out for the moment. So that's 2, 3, 4. I don't need to tell anyone the benefits of ginger. I'm sure you all know the multiple benefits, health benefits associated to ginger. Multiple health benefits. That was 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, stir it in for me, Jackie. Blend it well. There you go. Okay, guys. All right, our vinegar's in, all our spices are in. It's busy cooking up. We're just going to close it for a while. As we close it, it's going to warm up quicker. Now, what I've done here, guys, as I've said to you and I've explained to you, this is a very healthy thing. With everything that goes into it, very, very healthy. Now, what I've done is I've also did a bit of research for you on jalapenos and health benefits of jalapenos. Okay, I spelled wrong. That's supposed to be a rich. Okay, jalapenos are rich in vitamin A and C, as well as potassium, as well as vitamin K and B6. Okay, jalapenos are high in fiber, and they aid in the digestion. Jalapenos help increase metabolism, thereby avoiding fat burning. It helps because it increases metabolism, it helps with fat burning, and a lot of your spices there also help in increasing your metabolism. Your turmeric helps in that, and your cinnamon helps in your metabolism. Jalapenos are good for your heart, and help you lower cholesterol. So if you want healthy heart, everything in here is good. And there's a little bit of brown sugar in here, but you know what, in the greater picture of what's in it, your percentage of sugar is very small when you're going to take out your jalapeno. So you're going to have about a 4 to 5% sugar content in it. So everything else is very, very good. This is called cowboy candy because it's healthy. Cowboys used to eat this while they were out bringing their cattle in from 4,000 or 5,000 kilometers across Texas. This is what they used to have, cowboy candy, and this used to keep them healthy for the whole journey. So guys, not only is this, as I said, a taste revolution, but it's full of health benefits, and you'll love it. Right guys, our vinegar's been on for 15 minutes now. Closed, open, nearly cooked. Okay, what I want to do right at the end now that my vinegar is hot, for you guys at home, 5 liter vinegar is going to result to 1 teaspoon of garlic. For us, 8 teaspoons of garlic is going in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the health benefits of garlic, guys. Everybody knows the health benefits of garlic. I don't have to explain it to anybody. Okay guys, got a clean teaspoon here. Just want to take a little scoop out to show you guys what this will look like. That's what it looks like, guys. And I promise you guys, there's the revolution I'm talking about, guys. Just this in itself, I mean, even to bottle this as a cough syrup or anything for your, it's perfect. But once you taste it as a cowboy candy, that is too yummy, guys. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, guys. While I'm waiting for Jackie to finish with the vinegar, I'm unpacking my bottles. Already done. All these pickles were done today. This is all today's production, this morning's production on these pickles. So yeah, we've been quite busy here. You saw in our last video all those pickles that were gone, that we had here. Those are all gone already. Then we did another batch, and now we're busy. We're turning the third batch of pickles here. But yeah, we're taking a break because, as promised, I was going to show you the Cowboy candy. And I think if you've got jalapenos at home, you've got any chilies you've got at home, to maximize what you're going to do, you must remember what we're doing on this program is maximizing what comes out of our land, making a sustainable income out of our land, and that's what it's all about. And you know what, guys, this is helping you make a sustainable income out of your land. And what we're doing now with that, that's helping you make a sustainable income out of your land. But if it's not a sustainable income, guys, you've got enough to produce to give your families, give your friends, and away you go with it. So you know what, whatever you produce on your land, this is how I'm teaching you to make more money out of it. It's one thing to say, I've grown chilies and oh, look how nice they are. And then when we can't get them sold and we can't get a decent profit out of it, it hasn't been worth the thing. So what I'm showing you guys, what I'm teaching you, what I promised you from the beginning of the video, what I promised you is to show you self-sustainability, is to show you how to maximize more profit out of your small holding. And if you follow my step-by-steps, guys, this is easy. Even you've got a little kitchen, 5 liters vinegar at a time, you can maximize the profits you're making out of your small holding. So we're going in, we've got 10 liters in already, another 5 liter jalapenos, all our jalapenos going in, nice. Thank you, Jackie, put me some more there. And as it goes in, guys, we stir it. Because our vinegar and everything is cooked, we don't want to really overcook these things. So about 5 to 10 minutes here is good enough. All you want to do is cook a little bit of the jalapenos and give the natural flavor into those jalapenos. As they're cooking, there we go, blending them nicely. They're getting nice with the vinegar. They're getting absorbed. All that nice spices is getting into it, and it's going in from side to side. Thank you. Okay guys, you can see now how full we filled it up now. Okay, so what I like doing now is my whole cloves, I like adding them onto the top of this, because the whole cloves, basically as it will get stirred in, it will sink in with it, but at least I've got them right to the top, you know what I mean. So in other words, remember, 1 spoon of cloves, we're using 8 because of 8 vinegar. You at home are going to use 1 spoon of cloves. And as I say, your cloves and your mustard seeds, those 2 pickling spices, add them in last to the mix. Cloves also very good for medicinal purposes, and also very good as a preservative in itself. Clove, very good preservative. And then mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon for you, for me 8 teaspoons of mustard seeds going into the mix here. And as I say, this is the last thing that goes into the mix now. Additionally, what we put into this mix, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Jackie, what have we put into this mix that I haven't mentioned?
You mentioned all, if I'm not mistaken, sir.
No, what about love and care? How much love and care have we put in here? That's your final ingredient. Whatever you're going to make, put love and care into it. Once you put love and care into it, you'll taste that love. You can see our jalapenos. If you zoom in, just pick one out over here. You can see they're already starting to change color. They're already starting to get a nice from the green that they were. So you've got about another 4 or 5 minutes here, not even 3 minutes, and we're ready to bottle. Okay guys, yeah, we've got almost a finished product. You must remember something. Jalapeno, basically you call this a cowboy candy because the origins of this is actually from Texas. This is actually, cowboy candy comes actually from Texas. Your jalapeno in itself basically comes from Texas. That's Texas, Mexico, that's where your jalapeno originates from. So that's why cowboy candy started off in Texas, and it started off because of jalapenos, because that's the local grown chili. But you can use anything, guys. You can use, like we've got serranos, you can use a serrano in here, you can use a habanero in here, you can use any kind of chili you want. If you really want to get adventurous, go for a habanero in here. And this is as I say, it's a bittersweet. It gives your taste buds a revolution. But if you go in with a habanero, it's going to be a whole new revolution with a whole new level of heat, but it's still going to have the sweetness. So once we've reached this stage, guys, what I like doing is I like taking a spoon with a strainer, and then let me get a funnel. It's going to make the life easier here. And then basically taking it, and we just put it through, and we strain it. We take a spoon that strains like that, so we can leave the juices behind. At this stage, all we want to do is try get. I couldn't find a nice funnel, so I do it. Next one, as it comes, what happens is at the end of it, once we've got all our jalapenos in, then what we're going to do is add the liquid into it to pickle it. So, but for now, you want to get all your jalapenos in as nice as you can. Get them as dry as you can in there, and you'll add the liquid at the end of this to get a uniformity over your liquid. So this is all we're going to do for now, guys, until we get all the jalapenos out of the pot, and then we'll start distributing the liquid into it. Okay guys, as we put it in, look, yeah, my funnel wasn't big enough, so that didn't work, so we're just using this spoon over here. But look, once you filled up, always what you should do is just knock it down, fill to the brim, and you see by knocking it down how much it sunk in, you know what I mean? So always knock it down, then you can fill it up to the brim quite properly, you know what I mean? So always knock it down. We're going to have to wipe these lids down because, I mean, it is sugar on it. But as I say, always knock it down, and you can see how it sinks in a bit. So just add in a few more. You can see we've got it all in the bottles now. Out of that whole process, we had 40 liters of vinegar, 40 kgs of jalapenos, and all the rest of your ingredients. We've made 43 750 ml jars. So it's made us 43 bottles. You can see we haven't added liquid into this yet. So we've just put the chilies into it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to add our liquid into this. Where's the jug? So as it is, guys, we just put our liquid in, scoop it up. Don't worry if a bit of seeds falls in with it as well. No problem to it as well. And just scoop up your liquid and fill it up. Fill it up, and that gives you a nice thing. Yeah, we're almost complete. There's only two steps left in the process. Firstly, what we want to do after this, guys, is we want to wipe down all the bottles, wipe down the rims, because it is sticky. It does contain a bit of sugar. So we want to wipe down, especially on our rims, with a nice wet cloth so the rims don't get blocked. And after that, what you want to do is you want to take this, and once you've sealed your bottle, you actually want to roll your bottle around. And the reason for rolling your bottle is so that the vinegar can actually penetrate even better into everything, which I'll show you as well. But basically, for now, it's just filling up your sauce into your bottles, and you're ready to go. And as I say, if you've got additional sauce, don't worry about it, you'll use it. You can see the end product with the sauce in it. Okay, all we're going to do now is you take your bottle and you roll your bottle. You just want to roll it 2-3 times like this. That's all it needs. So you've got a nice blend of the vinegar all over the bottle. Once it's done, put them one side. We'll start stacking from one side. And obviously the lids had to get wiped here. But now all you're going to do, this is your last procedure, just to roll and get all your vinegar 100% into everything and no air bubbles in the product. Okay guys, you've seen the procedure and what we've done to get to this, and now we present you with Cowboy Candy! Please like and subscribe.